And we're back in the garden. I think it's time to start sketching on the pergola towers that we made an outline for last week. And now we know the measurements of them, and I thought we could get some inspiration just by walking around the yard and looking at the houses, because that's a great way to make them like sit nicely in the landscape, that you've been taking inspiration from already existing buildings. And the idea is to have like chunky corner pillars that are square, and then have like an espalier in between. So it's that's why it's a pergola structure, and we want that so that we could put some climbers onto it. But let's have a little quick look and see if we can get some more inspiration. So for the corner pillars, we could have a little look on these corners that are on the side of the wings and also on our main building, but then they're a bit more decorated. But to have that kind of chunky corner is something that I think is very suitable for this pergola tower. And here we have an example of a espalier, but I don't think we're going to do them squares on that direction. I think we're going to do it a little bit more like the entrance. So here we have a grid that is on the diagonal instead, and I think that looks much nicer. We're not going to do them this tight, but I like how that looks. And we can also have a little look on this piece up here. So if we imagine that the pergola tower has its corner pillars, and then at the top we want like an horizontal beam going over, and then you can see up here we have these little details coming out, and I think that's a cute little detail. It looks like some boxes. And then you could also see how the roof structure is a bit longer than the corner pillars as well. So that's also something that we could do for the pergola roof. I'm on my way to the attic on the stable, because I know that we have a lot of treasures up there that we may or may not be able to use for the pergola towers. I know, for example, that we have a light that looks like that. I think we have a few of them up on the attic, so maybe that's something for the pergola towers as well. Alright, this is the attic, and there's a lot of stuff in here, and it's a bit tricky to just move around. We have sorted out the attic once before, where we kind of stacked all the stuff here on the sides, and you can see that we have a lot of like metal plates, and then over here in this corner, I think we have the light fixtures in here. Let's see, here it's a bit dark. Okay, I need the flashlight. Okay, I think we have something in here. Yes, here it is. Okay, I need to take it out. And here they are. I found two that I can use. They are in a metal, and they are supposed to have, of course, glass on 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, because it's also in the bottom. And they have a little socket that, of course, needs to be replaced. But they are really nice looking, and I like the top of it. And they are also like angled. If you look on the side. So they are bit deeper on the top here than at the bottom. And that could look nice. It's always nice to have lights in the garden. We know that we have dark winters over here. And then I also found some windows that are very narrow and tall. Wonder if that's something we could incorporate in the pergola towers. Because we are gonna have like a bar inside one of the towers. Maybe that could be a bar, the bar opening. Cool. Okay, good finds, people.
Like a fire burning wild, a freight train you can't stop. Like a nightmare, but this time you don't wanna wake up. It pulls you in, it takes over. You just can't let go of the worst, best thing that's ever happened to you. No way, this is real. No, it can't be true. Maybe for someone else, but not for you. Still you pray that it'll stay and hit you harder, don't go away. Hit you deeper, running through your veins for one more day. You can't keep up, you fall behind. Lost your aim, can clear your mind.
So with that as inspiration, I now feel like I'm ready to start sketching on the pergola towers. And I'm using my iPad. And I have an image from last summer when it was all green and lush. And I'm going to sketch on top of that. So that's one of my best tricks. And I know now that the base is a rectangular shape, with being 2 meters on that side, and on the other side we have 2.3 meters. So it's a little bit larger on the other side. For the corners, I want to create sort of large corner pillars, also square ones, and not round ones that we also have in the garden. Something like that. In the middle, I would like to add a opening somehow. This could be an opening that's always open, or it could be like shutters that you can close and open, or windows. I found some cool windows on the attic. Maybe that could be a solution. I remember it looks similar to that. Then we'll probably need to add some more structure, like that, so that everything is standing up straight. Then I'll be adding the diagonal espaliers, and that's inspired by the main entrance. It's looking good. And of course, this is going to be a structure for some climbers. We have climbing, maybe some clematis. We'll see what we can find. Do you remember the lights that I found on the attic? What if we put these over the little opening over there? And we'll see if we fill the back or do some espaliers here as well. It would be pretty nice to have some light, especially in the winter, because we know it gets very dark here, so it would be nice to have some lights. Okay, so that's one side with the opening. And then when it comes to the roof, we have a like a drawing of it's a bathing facility that used to be in the park. And I remember the roof it was kind of straight in the beginning, and then it kind of had a little angle when it came down, looking a little bit Asian. very cool. So maybe we could do something like that. And then on top of the roof of that bathing facility, it had a little extra tower decoration. I don't know what to call it. And then you could add some details at the top, maybe with a little flag or something. And then the roof will be of espalier as well, so that the whole pergola tower could be used for as a support for climbers. All right, I think we have something here. And then of course we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I think we have a quick sketch that we can work further in AutoCAD or in SketchUp or some other program in the computer. But at least we have like an idea and a sketch that we can work from, and I think it's looking really good. So I've come to the garden center to look for some plants for the champagne garden. And the reason for us calling it the champagne garden is due to its color scheme. We want to introduce some peachy tones. It's going to be white, peachy, a little bit of blue turning to like a lavender tone. And we also want to contrast that with some dark leaved, like a maroon color. So I think that's going to be looking nice. And champagne, I guess, is because we like peach. So peach color is equivalent to champagne. One of the things I'm looking for is a rose, and I found this rose called Alchemist, and I have one of these at home already, and it has a lovely scent, and it's such a love warm peachy tone, so I think I need one for the champagne garden as well. So roses are of course a very luxurious plant in my eyes, and that's what we want in a champagne garden. It's supposed to be a very lush and luxury place to just hang out. So I want the plants to kind of reflect that. And then of course, besides roses, we have peonies. And I think I'm gonna go for like a creamy white, maybe a coral. I found a coral over here that will tie into the color scheme as well. I'm also getting some clematis, and I found this one that has that lavender color that I'm looking for, and it's double, as you can see, so it's one of the nice flowers, so that's gonna look nice. I just found this lovely shrub. It's called a smoke bush. It doesn't look like much right now, it's just a few branches, no leaves. But if we have a look over here, I know that this is red-leaved, and it has the coolest flowering in June, I think, June, July. It's called a smoke bush. So the flowers look like fluffy smoke, basically. It must be super small flowers. It's like a hydrangea going smoke somehow. Here's actually an image of it. You see, like that. It's super duper cool, and it looks stunning in a vase as well. So I'm taking 2 of those. Couldn't resist looking at some nice urns as well. These pots are looking really nice. We are looking for 2 or maybe 4 to put new boxwood in around the garden, but I need to find 4 that looks exactly the same. But I really like the terracotta look. It's very Italian. And there it is. I came home with 2 shrubs, 2 roses, and a clematis. Just picking the best stuff.
In a world where lawns are overgrown and garden beds are just a dream, one man and his brother will take on the backyard like never before. Meet Carl, the visionary, and Gustav, the muscle. Together, they'll operate machinery they probably shouldn't. Grass will be scraped, dirt will fly, dramatic poses will be struck. This spring, gardening gets dangerous. No license. No problem. From the people who brought you last week's episode comes a new tale of grit, determination, and absolutely no idea what they're doing. This is not just gardening. This is Swedish Manor Life.
for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us. If we just hold on tight, this vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore. 7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. For our home to show on the horizon, soon we'll be there. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us. If we just hold on tight, this vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn.
So wrap-up time for this episode, I think.
Yeah. So the digger has been amazing.
Yes.
You've done a fantastic work with
Yes.
taking off all the grass,
Yes.
leaving
And Gustav.
leaving the soil bare so that Moa and I could start planting a little bit. And then we're also going to prepare for the surfaces that's going to have gravel. And how would we do that?
Yeah, so first off, we have to level everything. And then we're going to put sort of a ground cloth fabric so that things don't grow through the gravel.
Hate that.
So everything needs to be level, probably needs to be vibrated down so it's compact.
And we need to decide where we're going to have our first real water feature. So
Yes.
it's going to be bubbling.
Probably
around
here somewhere.
Here.
This will be both a planting area and a gravel path
Exactly.
thingy.
And then we're going to have like a nice bench over there. So it's going to, the bench is overlooking the water feature. Superb.
So we need to find A water feature,
Yes.
B, a bench,
Sure.
or A, build a water feature, B, build a bench.
Okay.
I'm thinking ladder.
Okay.
Because that's on brand for us. We don't buy stuff, we build it.
All right. Cool.
On to the next one. See you soon. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. It's not that difficult. Hit the thingamajigga at the bottom or the top, or just hit it. Subscribe. You're gonna love it. See ya.